Happy life is good life then. Some more answers.
Sacrifices.
What? I'm
Sacrificing.
Sacrificing. Sacrificing is good life. By sacrificing, do you feel that we are happy?
Good morning, madam.
Yes.
Feeling satisfactory at the end of the day.
By sacrificing, feeling satisfactory at the end of the day. Any other thing?
Peaceful living, posted by Balaji sir. Peaceful living.
Peaceful life.
Peaceful living.
Peaceful living.
So life is all about having both ups and downs, ma'am. So the fact is that we have to learn from downs, and we have to insight ourselves from the losses or failures. So that's what the good life is. It could be.
It could be. Yes. Actually, good life, in my point of view, differs from people to people, differs from person to person, perception to it depends on the perception, what type of life we are leading. So it is really that good life, leading a good life is inside ourselves only. Making our life good or bad, it is in our hands only. By seeing this, totally I want an interactive session. Please kindly audience interact. By seeing this picture, what you feel?
Adopting.
Adopting. Adapting to?
Adapting to the situations which thrive their life to the next level.
Okay. Any other?
We should come out of our comfort zone.
Very good.
Coming out of our.
Yes, yes. Coming out of comfort zone.
Being unique.
Being
unique. Being unique, man.
Being unique.
Special.
Special. Any other answers? If you want, you can put in the chat so that I can see any other answer. Participants, there are 35 participants, I think. 34 participants. Just say the feeling. By seeing this picture, what do you feel? No more answers? Audience? trying to move to the comfortable place, taking risk. Yes, very good. Adapt to new environment. Nothing is impossible. Very nice. Very nice to see the replies. Please, audience, it is not a technical session. Please, you can give your views. Just there is nothing wrong, right in this type of session. To learn new things, we can go from outside world to upgrade our knowledge. That's also very nice point. Now only the session has started, sir.
I think Sir is expecting a feedback link for a previous session.
Yes, session. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay. Any other views? Any other things? Again, by looking into this picture, basically, fishes have a nature of growing 3 inches. There are 3 fishes. The other 2 are in comfortable zone. They usually grow 3 inches. One fish is trying to move to a bigger bowl so that it can grow 9 inches. So it has an attitude and it has a willpower to switch from its comfort zone, and it is moving to a bigger zone where it can grow. So it depends on the behavior, though the knowledge and skill, that is basically the skills of a fish are same. There are the 3 fishes are of same category. All the 3 fishes will grow 3 inches if it is in the bottle, but one fish is only trying to jump to the another zone where it can grow higher. So though we have a knowledge or skill, the behavior that decides you to move from one zone to another zone. Again, altitude determines your attitude. Here we are talking about art of living. So here art refers to the skills and living refers to the manner of life. How you lead that life, that is behavior. That is the word, the meaning of the word living. So success not just comes from the knowledge and skills, but also behavior, which can create distance between success and failure. That's what I told. Now, the fish will have knowledge and skill, but one fish is only trying to move from the one zone to another zone. That is a small glass into a bigger bowl. There, for reaching its success. Again, success and failure create a distance. It is just a distance, and it is our behavior which decides that whether it is successful or it is failure. Coming to art of living, whenever we used to see a painting picture, what do you feel? Or anybody is asking you to draw a paint, what do you do? So please, audience, kindly interact. Always we run with our job works. Always we run with technology. Always we run with the digital world. Always we have works. So feel this 1 hour to be relaxed. This is your time. You're spending how to be happy in your life. So kindly interact and attend this session happily. So what you infer from a painting? usually we have if you see an art, what you infer? Takeaway message, happiness. Why that happiness comes when you see a picture or painting? Whenever we are creating art, that is a painting, always first thing our mind will say, what thing I'm going to do, paint. Take a rangoli. For example, when you put a rangoli, if you draw a line instead of a rangoli, you can easily draw a line and go. Instead of that, if you're doing a rangoli, you will decide what thing you are going to draw first, whether it is a flower, whether it is a bird, or whether it is a flame, which will give some happiness to others, and you start drawing and you will select the colors which is matching to that, and you will give a coloring, and then you look at that rangoli, you will feel a happiness in that. So that's how the life is not just a line which can be drawn easily. You have to reshape it. You have to think creatively how to do things. Just, it is an art. Life is an art. You can compare the life with the art. So that definitely these things will give you a meaningful life. So please read this sentence. Audience, please read this sentence. Anyone unmute and read the sentence. Anyone unmute and read the sentence. There is no participants.
When a person says sorry when he is wrong, he is called honest. When a person says sorry when he is not sure, he is called wise. But when a person says sorry, even when he is right, he is called husband.
After reading this, what do you feel?
Love.
After reading this, whether you are able to laugh, happiness comes in you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, nobody is laughing.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I can't
ma'am.
see whether you're able to laugh. So always when we talk about our husbands, definitely we laugh, right? He's a person says sorry even when he is right. Did you laugh at the lines when you read it for a second time? Yes, definitely. How many times you read that line, you will have a laughing. Automatically, a happiness will come on you. Again, you will start imagining about your husband. So like that, a small sentence is creating a happiness in you. Like that, how to handle a problem. That is, do you have a problem in life? Yes. If it is yes, can you do something about it? If it is no, then why do you worry? If you have a problem, can you do something about it? Again, if it is yes, then why do you worry? Can you do something about it? If it is no, then why do you worry? Automatically, if you are worrying about the problems, definitely the life will not be happy. For any problem, there will be a definite solution for you. God will give a spirit, God will give a mental strengthness to come out of such a problem in your life. So always, whenever you face a problem, first of all, no need to worry. Just sit relaxed for 10 minutes, and whether this problem will fetch me any issue, how to solve, what are the ways through which the problems can be solved. Sit, relax in your seat or any other place where you like the most. You can go to a garden, you can go to a beach, or you can go to a park, or you can sit in your place. The place you like most, go and sit and think of your problem. Automatically, you will get a solution for it. Then why we should worry? Simply your life by living, learning from Gaur Gopal Das, Life's Amazing Secret. So actually this is told by Gaur Gopal Das, Life's Amazing Secret. He usually talks about art of living, happiness. If time permits, at least a week, you people listen to the videos of him. Really, it creates some inspiration in us. Now, what are the things you make us unhappy? So I'll post a link in a chat. To everyone, if you click a link, if you click the link, please audience, click the link, kindly respond to a question. What are the things make us unhappy? I'll see. There are 42 audience. How many responses I'm getting? Any problem in
No, ma'am, not it, ma'am.
what? Not it?
I have logged in, ma'am, actually, paulev.com.
Just you click that link.
Okay, ma'am.
It will take you to the.
Yes, ma'am. It's navigating to a website, ma'am, paulev.com. Yeah. What are the things make us unhappy? So requesting audience to click up the link which has been sent now by our session chair, ma'am.
Responses can be seen here. Let me see how many audience are there really active.
Oh.
Expectations disappear, fulfilled. Again, expectations mismanaged, tension, work, things, worrying, goals, fear, tolerance, stress, goals, vision, anticipations. Very nice answers are coming in. Yes, come on, come on. Tolerance and at work, mistimed.
Yeah,
Anybody is having a problem of
no, madam. Simply, I want to, sorry to interrupt.
yes,
I just responded on the link
yes.
what you have shared. In that, I written the things which makes me unhappy are whatever things which are not happening according to my vision.
Yes, your vision. Yeah, it has came
I think
here.
there is a.
It is available.
Okay, okay. I think I have.
Do you want to see that screen?
Okay. Yes.
1 minute. I'll share that screen. Whether it is visible to you now?
Yes, ma'am.
These
Yes.
Now visible.
These are the responses which we got. What are the things make us unhappy? See here, expectations, wealth, health, stress, vision thinking, worrying, mismanaged, unbalanced, according, unhappy, goal, fear of goal, mistimed, tension, anticipation. So these are the responses which we receive. Everything, if you see, if you visualize or if you think, everything is within us. It is not related to others. Expectations are from ourselves. We are only having expectations. Worrying for simple things, we'll be worrying. For big thing also we'll be worrying. For small things also we'll be worrying. Again, stress, it is also created by us. Again, for wealth, we are not at all happy with what we have. And tension. So if we have a proper planning and executing a task, there is no need for tension. Tolerance. Tolerance is one of the quality of a teacher. We should have tolerance among our students. And mismanaged, though we are all highly mature peoples, we have to know what is right and what is wrong. And you have to act accordingly. And you can call our friend always a common sense. That is a best friend within us. Call him everybody, every time, and ask whether I'm right or not, whether I'm guided properly or not, mismanaged.
அந்த எக்ஸாம் முடிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் தாங்க பசங்க வருவானுங்க ஸ்காலர்ஷிப் அப்ளை பண்றதுக்கு.
Kindly, any participant, kindly unmute.
அவங்க உட்கார்ந்து ஒரு மீட்டிங் போட்டு சொல்லிட்டோம் ஏதாவது.
So if you see everything, whatever reasons which we ourselves has given, though I'm a presenter today, I too have all these problems. These things, everything is within us only. We are only having everything. So I need to talk about an important thing among this, that is stress. Most of us will tell, a student, if you take a student, he will tell, I'm stressed, ma'am. First year student also will tell, I'm stressed. Second years also tell, I'll stress. I'm stressed, ma'am. Faculty, I'm stressed, ma'am. Yes, if you ask me also, I will tell the same. I'm stressed. Why you are stressed? So there are 3 W's and 1 H related with that stress. What is stress? If you know what is stress, automatically it will not come to you. Where it comes from, why do you feel stressful, and how to avoid it? Basically, a stress is a feeling of emotion or physical tension within you. It is a definition for a stress. We can't define things, but most of the cases, if you see any books, if you refer, the meaning of stress is feeling of emotions or physical tension, body reaction to a challenges or demand. Automatically what happened? Feelings of emotion will tell our body to react to the challenges and our demands. Automatically what happens? Our blood pressure, heart rate, blood sugar, everything will start racing, and it will create frustration, anxiety, anger, depression within us. So do you think, do we need this enemy to us? Stress is the first enemy of happiness, first enemy of life. From today onwards, whatever it may be, please try to come out of stress. Again, why do we feel stressful? Are you comfortable with my English or flow, or you want me to talk in Tamil or anything?
No,
Audience?
comfortable with English,
We are
madam.
comfortable, ma'am.
Okay. Whether it is interactive, please, I need interaction. If you unmute and answer, I'll feel happy today after taking the session. Why do you feel it is stressful? Usually, whenever we are worrying about something, always as a human being, take a small child. If you say, don't take the cell phone, it will start worrying. Why this mom is telling, don't take cell phone? Again, if you take a youngster or a teenage student, college student, if audience, please unmute your mic. It's create disturbing. If you take a teenager, if he goes for a bike ride, automatically that father will say, don't go on the bike. Please go slowly. Please go. Yes, he knows his limit, and he'll be worried. Why my father is always not allowing me to take that bike and go? He likes bike riding, but his father will always restrict. Instead of that, teach him what are the safety measures he should take while bike riding. That is better than stopping him from the bike riding. The same scenario with a child, same scenario with our youngster. We, the faculty, are simply telling our students are diverted in social media, they are this, that. Make him to use that social media and smartphone for his learning with a joyful happiness. Automatically he will have this. I have to say thanks to for this COVID. Whenever nowadays the student see a smartphone or a laptop, he feel highly irritated by looking into that online class, this, that, quiz. We are squeezing him like anything. So such things we can think of when a student is coming offline also. That is why worrying about something always. We usually have worried about, as a faculties, we used to worry about our family, we used to worry about our child, we used to worry about our parents, we used to worry about our working lifestyle, because day to day they are telling, put a pattern, put a project proposal, we need publication from UG project, this, that, n number of assignments are given to the faculties. So automatically we'll be worried. We are not satisfied. If you do a paper and it is getting in an international for example, it is published in an international conference, we are not satisfied. We are thinking, we are not doing that book chapter right, that other people are doing. We are not doing that pattern right, which other department people are doing. What to do for that? So we are not thinking of our positive. Yes, be proud that you have published a paper first in an international conference. Then step by step, you can plan for your book chapter. Then you can plan for your PhD work. Then you can plan for your proposals. Whatever it may be, you should not take everything to mind and heart. That brings you to feel stressful. Just an example I'm telling. And cause of stress work, money, relationship, and illness, due to these kind of situations, automatically what we will do, we will start transferring our emotions, frustration, depression to our colleagues, to our family members, to our children's. Why that is happening? We should have a proper work-life balance. You plan for your Sunday. At least spend a time with your family. That is very, 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 very important. How to avoid it? I'll tell. I'm having few slides. I'll tell. So I discussed about what is stress. It's a gap between our expectation and reality. I told that when I asked when unhappiness came into your mind. Yes, unhappiness came into your mind when you have expectations. Your expectations are more than your reality. Being a 2-year experienced faculty, you're trying to put a pattern. How it is possible? Why you are keeping? First, you try to be a good teacher. I'm having 2 years of experience. Let me be a good teacher first. Then I learn technology. I learn things from my student, and you collaborate with your student and you start creating good relationship with your student. With them, you travel your journey. So think, always don't have high expectations. Always compare with your expectation and reality. What you can do, what I'm able to do, what I'm not able to do. And there are cases like this also. Some persons will be there. Really, they'll be having a capability of doing some things, but they'll not do. That is also wrong. And having high expectations is also wrong. Having low expectation is also wrong. Having high expectations, always be at a moderate level. More the gap between expectation and reality, more the stress. So expect nothing and accept everything. Always accept life as it comes. Automatically, the stress will be reduced and happiness will enter into your life. Yes, everything, each and every moment, it will pass away. Today, NBA visit is coming. NAC visit is coming. Yes, the day will pass. Morning 9 o'clock, it will come again. It will 12 o'clock, it will come. Again 3 o'clock will come. Again 7 o'clock will come. Automatically, the day will go smoothly. There is no need for stress when you accept things, everything as it is. First of all, we need to know what are the effects that are happening due to our stress. Once our brain, the stress enters into our brain response system, automatically, it will send a signal to our kidneys. Automatically, it will send a signal to our digestive system. So we'll have a decreased digestive system activity, and that signal will be passed to the blood pressure, where the blood pressure increases. And again, that increases our heart rate, and that signal is again passed to a dilatation of liver, and liver converts that, converting to glucose. That is, this is responsible for giving energy that automatically will be reduced. So whenever you are stressed, your energy level will go down, your heart rate will increase, your blood pressure will increase, and it will affect your digestive system. This, do you think this much things are happening inside our human body? Have we engineers, our doctors are highly bothered about, they know what is happening inside that. We as a teacher, we as engineers, we as a normal person, we are not bothered about these things. Just whenever we are having some problem, we'll go to the doctor. And whenever we are highly depressed, we go for a psychiatrist. Why there is need for a psychiatrist? Please know. Due to the stress, what are the signals are sending? Yes, we always talk about signal processing, everything. So like that signals are sent from our brain to every part of the body, which affects our health. So do we need that stress? We are responsible for that stress. We should not blame others. 6 rules to avoid stress. How to avoid the stress? Always have a balanced diet. Don't skip your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If possible, have your dinner with your family. Always have a constraint. Yes, every day, because we are working, we are running behind most of the things. But you have a policy. From today onwards, each and every one have a policy. Yes, I will spend my dinner time with my family members. Automatically, that day's stress will be avoided. Automatically, you will talk jovially and you will spare some time. Don't take everything to your home. Give time to hobbies and make a to-do list. Every morning you get up, you make a to-do list, and that to-do list should not be lengthy list. Okay, what are the things possible today? You make it and you note down it, whether it is completed or not. If it is pending, you write pending. Nobody is there to ask you, right? Don't postpone things. Whatever possible, you complete it today. Whatever are pending, you postponed it. You prioritize your work. So you should not take like this. Since I'm telling whatever you want to do, you can keep pending. That should not happen. Some peoples are there, totally they will shift everything to the pending list. That should not happen. You know which is urgent, which is needed, and which is not important at this moment. So you classify, you prioritize your work, and you prepare a to-do list and get enough sleep. Please have a sleep of at least 7 hours a day. That is very, very, very important. Don't go late nights to the bed. Better go early to bed and get up early in the morning. Your mind will be fresh. You can feel that. Instead of going late nights to the bed, automatically the next day, the tiredness will be continued. Concentrate on one task at a time. Now, we are having a scenario, since this online came, most of us are thinking that we are more happy by doing multitasking works. No, we are humans, we are not robots, right? We should not do any multitasking. Concentrate on only one task at a time, do that perfectly, and then go to the next task. Have a supply of time. So if we follow these rules, Automatically, the stress can be avoided. Again, coming to happiness. Happiness. Where is the happiness? Happiness is in your mind. Your mind is a greatest friend and your mind is a greatest enemy. Equally, it is also greatest friend, it is also greatest enemy. And when you are thinking, when you are free, some unwanted thoughts will come. It is basically a human nature. Don't get why this thought is coming to me. Always we used to have some sentiments, right? If we go for an exam, I should put this dress only. I should take this pen only. Today morning, if I see a people, that day will go bright. Today, if I see this plant, that day will be good. That and all, it is a predetermined mindset that we are doing. It is not true. Okay, we are having our own thinking, our own barriers, and we are putting rules and regulations for our mind. And we are thinking, if we see this, it will be negative. If we see this, it will be positive. Each and every living being, each and everything is made by a superior power. He will decide everything. So what is wrong, what is right? Mind. No need to bother about these things. So when you have a fresh, healthy human body, automatically your mind becomes a greater friend. It only tells you good things. Yes, we can do like this today. It only tells you bad things also. Don't do this. Let it postpone. Why you are doing? Why you are thinking? Again, if you talk with others, automatically gossiping about others. Just avoid that. Just go and tell what is a problem you are facing to them directly, rather than gossiping at the back. Whether that problem will be solved, rather than that, there is every way to say it politely, sir, whether we can do like this, so that I'm feeling like this, so my stress will not be there. And always don't assume powers. That is also danger. Yes, a task is given to me. I am the boss. When you are entering into the class, you should not have a mind that I am the boss of the class. Yes, you are the boss to take the 50 hours of class and giving knowledge to a student, but you are not a real military officer to the student. You should sit, you should not stand, you should not drink water, you should not go out, you should not come. If he's asking and excusing and asking for drinking to water, let you allow it. He is also a human being, right? If he's asking for a break in between, you allow it. So, two things we should not do, that is gossiping and don't assume powers. And your own mind uplifts you and your own mind puts you down. Why this is happening to me? Enakku mattum yen nadakudhu? Why this is happening? Why this is happening to only me? Others are happy. It is not happening to him. It is not happening to her. Why it is happening to me? If that kind of feeling is coming, automatically your mind will put you down. Automatically your heart will listen to your mind. Always make your mind to listen to your heart. Always don't ask your heart to listen. Always ask your heart to listen to your mind. Don't allow mind to listen to heart. There is no other enemy outside. Everything is in ourselves. 5 key elements of happy life. How to lead a happy life? Do what you love. First and foremost thing, I request you people to do what you love. Each and every individual, each and every human being are unique in nature. Don't compare. Stop comparing. Today, I like to there will be a small happiness, right? I like ice cream. I want to have an ice cream. Yes, go for a bike ride and go to an ice cream shop and have an ice cream. Be happy. Do what you love and be creative. Whatever things, be creative. Yes, today I'm going to take a topic. How to start the topic? How to make my student happy? What can I do? This is an example. And be creative. What my child like, what my husband like, what my wife like. You cook accordingly. You have a, today I'm going to do a dish which my son like the most. Today I'm going to do a dish which husband like the most. And one day you have to reserve for you. One day you have to cook for yourself. You're also, there is always being women, we always think of, yes, this dish my son will like, my daughter will like, my husband will like, my father will like, my mother will like, my grandmother will like, my mother-in-law will like, my father-in-law will like. What you like? Whether we have think any one day? Yes, reserve a day, at least a month for you, and you eat, you live for you, and have a proper work-life balance and cultivate gratitude. If a small child is doing anything, if you ask your a student to take the pen from the class, say thanks to him. Thank you, Pa. Just thanks saying. There is no money involved. There is no power involved. There is no energy involved. Just a word of mouth will give happiness to them. Then live the moment. Always don't think of past. I had that problem that day. Last month I had this problem. Last year, this time, at this time, I was facing this problem. And my future is going to be like this. I have to be, I should be like this. I should be at USA. I should be an entrepreneur. I should get a salary of 2 lakhs. Always thinking about past and future, we are forgetting about our present moment. Live the moment. Automatically, happiness will come to you. These are the 5 important key elements of a happy life. Most of us say happiness is a journey. It's not a destination. It continues. Every points you have to feel happy, enjoy every stages of life. Childhood, we have to enjoy. Teenage, we have to enjoy. Family, we have to enjoy. Older days, again, with our college friends, we have to enjoy. With our colleagues, we have to enjoy. When we are old, we have to enjoy our olden days. Each and every point of life, we have to enjoy. It is a journey. It's not a destination, or it's not an end. Now, here, inspiration. That is, life is a gift. How many of you feel life is a gift? Kindly unmute and answer, because I don't know whether the people are sleeping or doing any multitasking work. Audience?
Audience, kindly interact with the session chat, please.
What do you feel about life is a gift? I'm not telling you're listening. You are listening. Just interact. Before you think of saying an unkind word, using a harsh word, think of someone who can't speak. Before you complain about a taste of your food, think of someone who has nothing to eat. Before you complain about your husband or wife, think of someone who's crying out to God for a companion. Think of someone who went too early to heaven before you complain about your children. Think of someone who deserves children, but they have not got that. Think of people who are living in streets before about the distance you drive. Think of unemployed, disabled, and those who wish they had your job. And before you think of pointing the finger or commanding others. So by doing, life is a gift. Live it, enjoy it, celebrate it, and fulfill it. Here, I want to say one thing. If we think today we can go and take a dress, right? We'll immediately go to a shop, we'll have a purchase, and we'll get a dress. Think of a child who's not having a dress and sitting in the street. God has given us a better position. Yes, we are gifted for this life. We have good parents, we have good family, we have good children, and we have good profession. We have to be very proud that we are creating generations. How many engineers we are producing? Enjoy it, celebrate it, and fulfill it. At this moment, I want to tell about a zero and an infinity concept. When I tell about zero and infinity, what do you feel? Anyone kindly unmute and answer. Audience, please. So that I'll feel happy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes,
Hello.
yes, yes,
Hello, ma'am.
yes.
Yeah, zero is nothing and infinity is enormous.
Enormous. Zero is nothing. Yes. Any other answer?
Mom, unhappiness to supreme happiness.
And happiness to supreme happiness. Yes. Any other answer? Any other answers? Yes. Infinity, usually we feel that is not uncountable, enormous. Zero, we always feel it is not nothing, but it is not true related to our life. One of my colleague, one day I was very depressed. He told a story of zero and infinity. Really, I was impressed. Then I thought of telling to you the same. 0 is too small and infinity is too many. And he told that story 35 years before. One of his teacher taught him that story, it seems. Basically, being a human, we think that 0 is nothing, infinity is uncountable. But it is not true. His teacher told, it seems, imagine a illiterate who's having shepherds who can count only up to 20. A illiterate who's having 20 goats only. He knows to count that goat only, 20 goats. More than the 20 number, he don't know any number. You ask him how many sheep he has, he can tell precisely 3, 5, 14, etc. However, if the number is more than 20, he likely says too many, because he don't know to count more than 20. He don't know to count more than 20. He usually will say too many. Then he then explained that in science, infinity means too many and 0 means too few or too small and not nothing. As an example, he told, if you see this picture, we have a sun and we have an earth. Here, for earth, sun is infinite. For sun, earth diameter is 0. Same scenario you take for this example. For the earth, grains are 0. For grain, earth diameter is infinity. In both the cases, earth is common, right? A same thing can be a 0 and an infinity at the same time, depending on the context what you are looking at. Here we are having sun and earth. We are comparing a bigger thing with a smaller thing. Here also we are comparing a bigger thing with a smaller thing. Both the cases, earth is common. But first case, earth is 0. Second case, earth is infinity. Likewise, we always have a feeling how much salary we get, whether we are rich or poor. We usually ask a question within ourselves. I'm not telling it's not true in my life also. Everybody, every human will have this thinking, whether we are rich or poor. Normally, to be in the sophisticated zone, we always tell we are a middle class family, right? But whenever you get an amount or a salary more than your need, then you are rich. Whenever your wants are more than your income, you are poor. What is really happening here is, after listening to the story from my colleague, I feel rich today because I consider myself as rich because my wants are far less than my income. Wants அப்படின்னா தேவைகள் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? Usually what we need, it depends on the income. Based on the income, if we reduce our wants, automatically we are richer. Based on what as a human being we'll do, if we get 10,000 salary, we'll have commitments for that. If we get 20,000 salary, again we'll increase our commitment for 20,000. If we get 50,000, again we'll increase our commitment to 50,000. Who told you to do that? Whenever basic commitments are okay, whenever you are getting a salary of 20,000, what are the commitments you had? You be like that. Whenever you are having a salary of 50,000, automatically you are the richest man. So being a zero and infinity, being happy with whatever you are having, it's again within us. Always we are increasing our commitments. Here at this moment, when we attend a class, AICT workshop on human values, there they asked a question first day. If you are a lady faculty, go and count your saris in your bureaus. If you are gents faculty, go and count your number of pant and shirts in your bureaus. Have we ever done that? No. Think whether you are having more than the requirement or less than the requirement. Same thing they related. Now I'm relating with zero and infinity. They related with sari and pant shirts. So depending zero and infinity is based on the contest we are having.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I want to ask one thing. If there is no comparison and I am happy completely, then how the progress will be in my life and others' life? Progress will be zero if I am not if I am completely satisfied with all the things.
Again, deciding the progress and deciding your goals, everything is in your hand, right? Why you are comparing? You know your strength. You know what you can achieve. We human beings always we should compare with the peoples, right? That is what I told.
If I will not do comparison, then how can I can say that this is good or bad? Because comparison
have a habit of
I think
cooperation.
Sometimes it is good.
Have a habit of cooperation. That is cooperation and competition. Cooperation plus competition. That is cooperation. You collaborate, you achieve something. At the same time, you have competition, healthy competition. It should not affect your mind. It should not affect your heart. The competition should be healthy. If it is creating really stress, please don't do that. Please don't do that. I'll answer again to you in the chat session, in the question answer session, sir. Now coming to the 5:1 rule for positive life, thinking of appreciating. What is meant by 5:1 rule? When this topic is given to me, I was searching what are the ways to be happy. I got a video link. I'll share that if you want. In that video, a person is telling, if your wife is giving a coffee, if it is with low sugar, immediately you will say the sugar is less. If she's telling, if she's giving a lighter coffee, you will immediately tell coffee is lighter. If she is giving a stronger coffee, you will immediately tell it is stronger. But any time, have you think of appreciating her? Yes, my dear, you have given a wonderful coffee today. It made me very brisk. The scenario is different today. Just I'm telling wife and husband. Nowadays, husbands is also giving coffee to wives. I'm not creating any gender thing. In your case, you think what is happening in your case. If you just tell the coffee given by you is very nice today, a positive energy will be created. Automatically, you will get a better coffee than today. Like that, if anybody is asking, how are you? When you are happy, you will tell, yeah, I'm fine. I'm very happy. I have a good mood today. You will reply with 5 answers. You should reply with 5 positive things. Whenever anybody are asking you, how are you? You should immediately tell him, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm fine. I feel some happiness today. I have achieved something. You tell 5 positive things. But if you have one negative thing, you just say, I'm having headache. Better to stop with that. If you start telling the reason of headache, automatically the opposite person will get a headache. So that is what 5:1 rule for positive living. And you create an habit of appreciating a small thing or a big thing. In a WhatsApp, small appreciation, if a student is doing something, come on, click. You will have a different symbols. Put a clapping hand symbol, appreciation symbol. He'll feel a little happy. That doesn't need any charge, right? That doesn't involve any money, right? That is just an involvement, that's all. Now, again, we'll go to a mentimeter.com. What teachers do while enter into the class. Being a teacher, I'll put this link in the chat box. You just respond. Click the link. Start putting your answers, responses. Participants, I have given a link. One participant had responded, how to greet students, saying good morning, what teachers do while enter into the class. Come on, participants. Very few have responded, wishing good morning. Warm wish to the student. Have a great student.
Good human being, ma'am.
Good human being. Whenever you enter into the class, you will say good human being. Have a pleasant smile. Yes, that is the answer I expected. Then take attendance. Motivational story. Looking the class around. How do you do? Have a pleasant smile. Take few minutes rest. Observe the faces of students. Yes. Always while entering into the class, I expected one answer. A pleasant, that two answers came. One is have a pleasant smile. Motivational story is also good. One have responded, seeing around. I don't think what is there to see around. Always enter into a class with enthusiasm. Always, whatever problems you have, whatever things you have, forget. When you enter into a class, you go with enthusiasm, happiness, with a smile, and greet the student. Hi students, how are you? A pleasant morning, a pleasant afternoon, pleasant. Don't go and take attendance immediately. Don't go and look here and there. Don't expect him to stand and wish to you. Our teacher always, we used to have expectations, right? He's not getting up and wishing me. What culture he has cultivated. Like that irritation. You should not expect things from you. If he's not doing, you do. You preach him. Some of the characteristics of great teacher, since here we have most of them teachers, so I want at this moment to tell about this. Be happy, enthusiastic and caring, respect our student. Don't tell him, inge vada, poda, like that. Don't treat him. Give respect and take respect. Teach life skills to him. That is critical thinking, how he should responsible and how should he communicate, how should he collaborate, how should he take decisions, how should he react if he have any problems. Such skills, it should be taught. And the power of being enthusiasm pulls the switch on. That is what I'm telling. Go to the class with enthusiasm and always don't expect him to do what are the things we are not doing. Lead him by example. If you say, please submit the assignment in time, again, we should complete our task in the time. We should not just preach, we should follow it, and we have to lead him by example. And we have to inculcate morals and values of life in him. Be a skilled leader. Maintain professionalism with him. Always students are double-ended knife. If we go closer, it will also create problem. If you go very strict, it will also be a problem. Always maintain professionalism. 7 qualities of an outstanding educator. Please, you people, introspect on these 7 qualities. Am I a content expertise? Today, lecture is highly related with genuine love and concern for the student. This is a power. This is a key for making a student to be success. Transparency in all interactions which we have. And we should be accessible to him. He should not have fear to come and talk with us. Communication skill, written and verbal. Willingness to work with technology. Passion for profession. Desire to excel. So you please introspect of these 7 quality of outstanding educators. In which quality you have to improve, please do it. If you don't know how to introspect, kindly you prepare a paper, you can share with your student and he will tell the truth. Simple things to do for better life. live in the moment, as I already told. Positivity is the key for success. Whenever a work is given, take it in a positive sense. Why it is coming to me? Why I should do? Na mattu yen pannano? You should not ask like that. Yes, I will learn something from that work. Start thinking positively. Make a goal to spend more quality time with a person you love the most. And you have a time that is called as digital detox. Whenever a kind request to you people nowadays, including me, before half an hour of going to bed, switch off all your devices, keep ahead, spend half an hour peacefully before going to sleep, and then go to sleep. Have a healthy food. If you have a chance of visiting this places, go, travel, and enjoy. Limit your talking during lunch hours, and introspect leads to transformation. Here I want to insist one thing. Being a human being, we are the best judges for ourselves. We know where we are right, we know where we are wrong. Our inner conscience will tell. Please introspect yourself. That will definitely create a transformation in you. Commit to your routine. Now, I'm going to coming to the end of the session. Please, I need responses from the audience. Do you feel better than before after attending this session? Because my topic is better than before, art of living. If any one answer comes yes, that is the thing I feel happy. I have given something to the society. Kindly unmute and answer. Yes. Something, not more, just a yes. Do you feel better today? So this is my contact details. You can mail me, you can call me whenever you are stressed, whenever you have problems. If possible, I'll give a solution. Life give us both positive and negative. Focus on good and move ahead with commitment. Said by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. As I told, it is a combination of positive and negative. Always focus on good things and go ahead with your commitments. You'll be happy.
Ma'am, from last 2 months, I am attending the session of Sri Guru Ravi Shankar.
1 minute.
Classes, ma'am.
1 minute, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Yes,
Tell me, sir.
I'm saying, ma'am, I am attending classes of Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, ma'am, from last 3 months. Me and my wife both.
Okay, sir.
Feeling change in our life, ma'am. We are now motivated and positive personality nowadays.
Yes,
ma'am.
sir. Really, that type of sessions will make us think. So kindly, audience, I have given a link. Just instead of collecting a feedback, I have given a link. You go to that link and give your responses so that I'll feel happy today. Audience,
Ma'am, it is showing previous question, ma'am.
1 minute. I'll show. It will be activated. Whether it is showing? Whether
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is showing?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, it is showing.
4 responses, 5 responses, so that I can see how many participants have actively participated. 7.
नेट मुळे दिसत सर. इकडचं ब्राईटनेस
Kindly,
करून बघितलं का एकदा?
kindly rate the feeling of today's session. Audience,
Ma'am, rated, ma'am.
मी असं करून बघू का 1 मिनिट? बघा बरं.
one of the audience,
नाही ना.
please.
Ma'am, we have to click one pic now, ma'am.
Yes, any one pick.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Did it.
Rate the feeling of today's session.
Okay, thank you.
Having length is 5 centimeter 50 mm. And easy distance compass each center.
Yes. Thank you. Any questions? It's the time for questions. Audience, I hope all of you have art of living is again within us. Be happy. Pray to God to give all goodness. Any questions?
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiration speech. I request the audience to raise queries if you have any. The feedback.
If anyone unmute and talk, I'll be feeling happy today because I have given something to the.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Audible. Tell me, sir. Hello.
Sir, please, sir. You're audible, sir. Please, sir.
Tell me, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're audible. Please tell me, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Really, I am so happy to attend this class, ma'am.
Thank you.
And really, whatever you told me, I will follow it, ma'am, and try to be a best teacher, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for being with us and accepting our invitation today.
Okay, sir.
I request the participants to fill up the feedback. The feedback link has been posted in the chat box. I request all to kindly put out your valuable feedback. So instructing participants to resume back in the same meeting ID and password by 2 p.m. 1:45 p.m. please, 1:45 p.m. So the session may start by 2 p.m. So I request all to resume back here by 1:45 p.m. itself. Thank you. Ma'am, thank you, ma'am, for being with us today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, audience. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity provided.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.